AITA for telling my husband to be honest with his family about his name before he forces a name on our son that none of us want him to have. So my husband's family have a male name that gets passed down through the generations. It's Andrew George. My husband was given that name at birth, so were 3 of his male cousins, his dad and 5 of his dad's cousins, then his grandpa and 2 of his grandpa's cousins, his great-uncle and cousins, then great-great-grandpa is how far we know it goes back for sure. My husband never liked his original name. He got the nickname of Sunshine in middle school, and when he started college he started going by Sunny, and then legally changed his name after graduation to Sunny, and a middle name he chose for himself. But he never told his family about the name change, and they call him Andrew and some of his siblings call him Drewy. When we met, my husband was already going by Sunny and we talked about the family name, the fact he didn't want to pass it on, the fact I also didn't like passing down family names as first names, and we had agreed to giving our kids their own names. We also both had a thing for more unisex names, and before I was even pregnant we had 2 boy names and 2 girl names chosen with an order to how we'd use them. Now we're pregnant and we're having a boy, and my husband has decided he doesn't want to upset his family and he feels we should use the family name for our son. I told him we'd agreed not to use it, and he was putting me in a position to give a name I don't like to our kid. My husband said we could call him something else. My response to that was he wanted to deny me a say in the name and let me give our kid a nickname that won't be legally usable on documents. He told me his family would be pissed if we passed up on this, especially as our son will be the first grandchild. I asked him if his family's feelings and opinions were more important than mine, and he said no without any hesitation or doubt. But he asked me to do this one thing for him. I told him he should try being honest with his family before forcing a name on our son that none of us want him to have. He told me I didn't understand, and I told him I did. But how could I trust him if he decided to flip that switch so hard that he's willing to pester me into doing this? He told me I wasn't being fair bringing up his name change, and I told him he was the one not being fair expecting me to name my child in accordance to his family's wishes. AITA.